Hello and welcome to the very first Swiggin Steve's bargain beer reviews. This is the very first one I've done, first one I've done at home at least. There's other ones I've done, but they've been done by other people, and I'm just waiting for them guys to mix it and put it together because they're doing a few filming things. But this is the first one I've done from home, first blog I suppose. So yeah, this is the first bit. I'm starting off with Cumberland Ale by Jennings. Now at the moment Asda is absolutely fantastic for cheap beers. Just to give you some idea what all this is about, basically it's about finding cheap beers as an alternative to cheap lager. And in the supermarkets at the moment there's beer that's cheaper than lager, that's really nice, that's got good quality to it. And I picked this one up quite a while back for £1. So I didn't pick this up recently, but I have been into Asda recently and it's absolutely brilliant. But Tesco's is good, Home Bargains is brilliant, or B&M, all really good places to find beers at a good price. And it's worth it, especially if you're one of these people that drinks lager and you do fancy trying something a bit different, but you haven't got a lot of money and you don't want to pay a lot of money, because I suppose some people are a little bit like, well, I don't want to have these craft beers and all these real ales and stuff because they're expensive. It's not always the case, and at the moment there's some fantastic offers on, so treat yourselves, just go for it and see what it's like. So yeah, this is all about bargain beers, or beers that I find at a bargain price. Not everyone's made of money, you know, so it's important that people know that these beers that are cheap and on offer, most of the time are pretty good. Not all of them, but most of the time are pretty good. So, I'm going to start off with Jennings Cumberland Ale. A little bit about Jennings first. Jennings Brewery is based in the Lake District. It's now owned by Marsden's. Now I think Jennings had an issue at some point where there might have been a fire. I think it's Jennings Brewery, that might be another one. And I think Marsden's have come in and bailed them out a little bit and helped them. So yeah, fantastic beers. They do 4 major flagship beers, I suppose. You've got the Cumberland Ale, there's the Cock-a-Hoop, there's Snake Lifter, which is a really dark, quite a bit strong. I think it's about 6% Snake Lifter, and then they do Jennings Bitter. And Jennings Bitter, we'll probably review that at some point, because I saw it for about 90p in Home Bargains the other day. But it's not a great beer. It's okay. It's not fantastic. That's the weakest of the others, but the others are really nice. I have tried this before, and it's one of those to session on. It's a great beer to session on, and it comes in at 4%. So yeah, let's open it and see what it's all about. And one thing straight away, nice one, Jennings. They've got the Lakeland beer cap on top there, so we've got some nice artwork to get us excited before we've even tried the beer. Quick whiff off the top. Straight away I'm getting quite a nice citrusy, quite almost like grassy notes coming off it, so quite like slight citrus notes. Pleasant, very pleasant. So what I like to do when I'm drinking beer, I like to get a glass with quite a wide top on it. I'm going for the traditional Yorkshire sort of drinking glass, half pint glass or whatever you want to call it. And I like to put maybe about an inch in or something, so I can swirl that round, and by swirling it round it's making all the flavours come up and sort of punch me in the face a little bit. Lovely, straight away I'm getting sort of like a nice sort of malty, almost like a backbone to this, like a nice bready maltiness. And then I'm getting like a like a grassy note on top, a light citrusy note. Maybe a little bit of toffee coming off that as well. Already and for I paid £1 for this. I'm getting all these lovely smells, all these lovely fragrances coming off it. So the colour's amber. It gives you a colour indication on there. Now a lot of beers are brewed in brown bottles. Some are see-through, and the main reason for that is so the light doesn't affect the beer, because if light gets into the beer it can affect it. Very rarely happens that. I've never had a beer that's been affected by light, I don't think. So yeah. Also the temperature, it's just come out. It came out of the fridge about 10 minutes ago, so it's got condensation on it, but it's not freezing cold. If it's freezing cold, you'll not get all the flavours. Alright, so just keep it at a nice cool temperature. Yeah, I'm really inviting. I'm going to go neck this bit. And also when you drink it, try not to sip it, try and take some big gulps so all your mouth can get the full flavours. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, getting a real caramelly toffee taste on it. But also the hops coming from, there's almost like a subtle melony note as well right at the back, that kind of comes in. Really, really inviting. Lovely, lovely drink. Let's finish this off a bit more. Cumberland Ale is it's one of the first beers I ever tried. I remember my dad getting me into real ales when I was younger, into bottled beers. And I remember Jennings at the time were one of the bottled beers are massive now, but we're one of the only ones that did bottled beers in supermarkets at least. And I used to get a snake lifter, and our snake lifter at that time were a bit too strong for me. I'll be like, I'm not sure. Whereas this is a really good one for people that are coming off lager and want to try something new. Try this. It's got loads of flavour, but it's not too. It won't offend your palate. You know, what you won't taste is it's not too bitter. It's not too dry. It has got a nice little bittering hop at the back that goes off. Probably from a hop used. It could be a Fuggles. It could be. It's got a Fugglesy taste. It's got that sort of like Britishness about it, like a Goldings maybe. Oh, it's lovely. It's really like. I suppose that you would associate, by looking at the artwork on it, you would associate it with walking and the outdoors, and you would. It's almost like I feel myself. I've just come into a rainy, been absolutely tipping it down in Lake District. I've come into a nice warm pub, and I'm having a pint of this. Oh man, it's great. It's absolutely lovely. There's a pub in Marsden, and they always sell this because we do the Real Ale Trail that goes all the way from Stalybridge to Huddersfield, then to Leeds. And there's pubs all the way at each station. There's different pubs, and they all do real ales. And there's always one at Marsden where they always get a pint of this. They always have Cumberland Ale, and it's always really good. You see this on draft, fantastic. Yep, so giving it another swirl round. Carbonation's quite nice on it. Really inviting colour, really lovely. And yeah, that citrusy bitterness is starting to grip my tongue a little bit now. It's starting to feel like it's clinging to my tongue, which is kind of nice. It makes it quite moreish, and it makes you want to keep going back and back and back. And that sort of toffee, almost like biscuitiness behind it. Well, this is a really, really strong ale. For the price as well, because I've got to put the price into it as well, so I've got to balance everything out. So I would say I'd give this a good 8 out of 10. This is a strong. In fact, I'm going to push it a bit higher. I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10. And I know that sounds a little bit pedantic, but I think it's a little bit better considering I paid £1 for it. It's so lovely. It's so nice. So if you're wandering around, you want to try something different, you see this. Even if you see this for £1.50 or £2, you know, treat yourselves. All right, it's well worth the buy. One thing I do like to talk about the bottle a little bit. One thing that does worry me slightly, it says Jennings Brewery, brewed by Marsden's at Jennings Brewery, brilliant, or other UK breweries, which means I don't know why is it all brewed at Jennings? Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit like, why can't it all be brewed there? So that's the problem with these big mass corporate sort of breweries like Marsden. Are they cutting corners? And you've got to raise an eyebrow at that maybe. But it says here, the Lake District with its imposing fells and tranquil lakes is perfect to explore the great outdoors. For your taste of adventure, take a sip and savour the taste of Cumberland, a superbly refreshing award-winning ale. So it's www.jenningsbrewery.co.uk if you want to visit that, and you will see their 4 flagship beers. And I would honestly try all of them, to be fair. They're all pretty good. And I don't really know if they do any like seasonal ales or anything like that, which I presume they do. So yeah, okay. So an 8.2 there. Volume is 4%, so a perfect session beer. If someone was going to say to me, Steve, we're going to session on this all afternoon, I'd be like, thumbs up. Perfect drink if it's a hot day. Perfect drink if it's a cold day. Perfect drink if it's in between, you know. It's a great beer to, you know, when on a Friday and you just want something that's quite long. Because Mum and Dad always say, I want a long drink, and when they say they want a lager, you know, they don't want like a glass of wine or anything like that. So I would definitely, this is a nice long drink, you know, that you'd sort of like just let it make you relax a little bit on that Friday afternoon after work. So there you go. It definitely gets a thumbs up from me. So if you see this, buy it and you're going to love it. Alright, thank you very much. Where I am Swiggin Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews, and we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube obviously, we're on Twitter, Please subscribe, add any comments if you want to add comments. Love to hear what you've got to say, and I'll see you next time.